I thought I'd leave this subject alone, but I just had to say something. I saw this yesterday. Some idiot, some expert said that Alabama can lose a close game to Georgia and still go to the playoffs. Look, Alabama has not impressed me this year, okay? I don't care what they've done. I do know one thing they've done. That's lose to Texas A&M on the road when A&M was unranked with a backup quarterback. Now, granted, A&M will probably finish in the top 10, but still, you lost to an unranked Texas A&M who was coming off 2 losses in a row. All right, so I'm not very impressed with Alabama. Alabama's had way too many close games. They had a close game with the Florida Gators, and that's what it is. But Georgia has dominated. I really thought Georgia would have a chance to be successful. To be honest with you, all jokes aside, I did not expect them to look this good. They look really good. They do what they want to do with everybody. Offensively, they look pretty good. They execute well on third down. They run the ball good. Their passing game's the weakness, but even then, they got so much talent where it really doesn't matter. Defensively, we're not, it's the best in the country. If Alabama and Georgia play in that SEC championship, see, here's the thing: Alabama still has to get past Auburn. I think Bama's a better team than Auburn, but how much better? And it's not in Alabama this year. It's going to be in Jordan-Hare Stadium. So Auburn can very well beat Alabama and knock them out of there completely, So there's no guarantee. Now, if Bama wins, even if they beat Auburn, it's not going to be a blowout. It's going to be a close game. Auburn's not a pushover, So if they beat Auburn, they still got to go to Atlanta in Georgia's house, and Georgia's going to play Georgia Tech, and Georgia Tech, nothing against Georgia Tech, but they're not Alabama or Georgia good, They got a long ways to go, and they've gotten better since last year. They have, but you know what I mean? And even when they play each other, look, Alabama has no business playing Georgia this year. All right, Bryce Young is great. I think he's going to be even better next year. He just doesn't impress me when he's on the road. He has a hard time, And Florida's defense is not good. He had a hard time with Florida's defense when Florida's defense finally showed up to play in the second half. All right, so he looked bad against A&M's defense too. So I don't know. But my opinion is I just think Georgia's just too good for everybody this year. They will beat Alabama. They will beat them down bad. It reminds me of Florida State, Oregon 5-6 years ago in that Rose Bowl. I think Georgia and Alabama will be competitive for the first half, but I think the team that makes the most mistakes will lose this game. Up front, I think they can play with Georgia. It's just the turnovers. It's just the fact that Bryce Young is too young and he struggles when he's not at home. Again, a great quarterback. I think he has a great future. I just don't think this is his year. I think Georgia wins this year. I think they win out. They're gonna beat everybody. When they beat Alabama, they'll win at 45-20, something like that. I don't care what you guys think. That's just my opinion. I've been picking Georgia all year. I've been high on them since the offseason. I picked them to beat Clemson and knock them out of there, which they did. They beat top 10 Arkansas. They beat up Florida. They beat top 15 Kentucky, number 11 ranked Kentucky. And their defense has done what they wanted to do all year. The whole team is really good, So, and I think it's going to be them in Oklahoma, like I said in the national championship prediction video, not preview. But that's just my opinion. I got the Dogs winning big in the SEC championship. Even if it's not Alabama, they'll beat Auburn again. I know they'll beat Texas A&M. A&M is not better than Alabama, but it looks bad on Alabama. That's just my opinion. So, yeah.